Hey, so I have an idea and I might be totally off. I might just not understand how things work, but it's about alleviating a little bit the problem of paths breaking all over the place in projects when someone changes the name of an object or the name of the blend file or the name of a folder or the position of the blend file or whatever. And then it automatically will break a lot of files that have dependencies on those. So now with the asset browser, I think we have an opportunity to kind of maybe solve that. Um, so I have a blend file here with a couple of assets, and I saw that when we enable asset debug info, we can actually add a unique identifier to them. So I have an online generator here. So I will just copy a couple of valid IDs and another one for the cube. So, so now we have different IDs for each of them, right? And I can save this, and if I reload, they are still there. So the idea would be, and that this blend file exists in an asset folder. So let's say this is the asset folder, and this blend file exists somewhere in here. The cool thing is that, the important part is that it could be inside a folder, and the blend file would be here, and it could be named whatever. And Blender already would register this asset folder in the file in the paths preferences, right? So when we have another blend file here, we automatically can access this asset folder from the asset browser, and we can link from here, right? Yeah, so if we could link the cube or Susan. So if we make this link, um, as soon as we make it, we revert to the old path system. So absolute paths or relative paths with their bunch of problems, right? So we establish this link in this direction, and this means that as soon as we link, then we cannot move this object to another folder, or we cannot rename this blend file, or even we cannot rename cube to something else, right? Um, because we would be totally breaking the path. So my idea would be to introduce a new type of path based on the asset directory and the unique ID. So it would, I imagine, it could work like this. So when a Blender session starts, the preferences already pointed to the asset folders that need to load, so we can uh, check them, and we check the unique IDs, right? So if this already happens, then I'm thinking that this link could be done to first an asset folder, which would need a unique ID too. So here, right? So we instead of linking to a path, we directly to the blend file, we link to first the asset with an identifier, and then we this asset folder has a list of uh, assets, each of them with unique IDs. So we know that we link to this asset folder and maybe this asset. So this can be generated every time you open the blend file. So this means that if I move this blend file here, it doesn't matter because when my Blender session starts, it checks on the asset folders, registers everything. So now we know, okay, this is the same asset folder with the unique ID. Then we found the object with the ID that we already knew existed. It wasn't here. Now it's here, but it doesn't matter now. So we established the link more reliably. So I hope something like this is possible to alleviate the linking problem. It would be much stronger than the current situation.